pandemic. I've been social gimmicks, I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic, I'm a polo, y'all playing with me, man. I am the Omega, PG Lane Rolling Gang, that's how he don't you address me unless it with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle. Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring. And the melody, the big shot. Wrist on cryotherapy. Soon as I press that button, better get right like the emblem's coming. Us two when I like he ain't been through nothing. Day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping. I'm jigging. My mental is
amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasions, brother.
Rich mama know I made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming, be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class like a multitask like Megan, brother. 2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year y'all up all the listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the back of them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top 5s. That album, that single, burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come up, and everybody that's outside. Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this. 2 phones, but I only bring 1 in this. 1 daughter, but they all my sons in this. No, getting done in this. I'm scary, I gotta in this. On top 5s. Stop playing, I'm that guy. Number 2 DM in my. That's cool, that's why.
What's up? We are at that time of the season where the regular season no longer matters, right? All the work you put to get to this point, now that no longer matters. We are at the playoffs, wild card weekend, and we are at the point where what is called the elimination chamber. 1 loss gets you sent home. 1 bad break, 1 fumble, 1 bad call, 1 pick, 1 flag, all of those things can change the game dramatically and end up sending you to Cancun. So we just now is just, let's see who's going to survive. That's what it's all about. Who's going to survive from 1 round to the next. And to kick things off, we're going to start in the AFC. We got the number 2 seed, P.E. Earl, and them Texans going against E-Ball. And I can't even say the New York Jets because he moved them to St. Louis, so they are now the St. Louis Jets. But you got the 7th seed against the 2 seed. And again, how many times have I spoke about being the 7th seed? Doesn't matter. Once you're in the playoffs, it ain't about, there's no longer about the seeding. Wherever you rank that is not going to help you get to the next round. You got to get on the field and you got to ball and you got to make it work. So the Jets coming to this game against the Texans. Texans had a great season, number 2 seed in the AFC. And I always talk about the Jets getting these signature wins. Here they are once again. The lights shining bright on them. Can they pull it off? I mean, yeah, they can. I definitely give E-Ball a shot to do it. But the possibilities and cannies, those is not what's going to get it done. You got to get it done. I'm here for it. I'm taking the Texans in this one, but I give the Jets a shot, but he got to play smart. He can't turn the ball over, and, that'll put him in a position that he want to be in. But we'll see how this thing shake out. They're on the road. They're going into Texas. But I'm going to take the Texans in this one over the Jets. I'm going to say 33-26. 33-26. Texans over the Jets. Over in the NFC, we got the number 2 seed, 49ers, Carlisle's going against number 7 seed, Murph, and New York Giants. The Giants going into San Fran. San Fran had a great season. They're number 2 seed. Carlisle's he's been having a good solid season with the San Fran team. So now is the time though to cash in on that. But again, regular season no longer matters, you know, but we're gonna see how this thing shake out. Because there's only gonna be one winner coming out of this. There is no ties, there is no none of that. There only could be one winner. San Fran is at home. Giants on the road. Giants made some moves this season. You know, new quarterback. I think they still got Russ at the helms. They brought in Quentin Williams from the Jets. I'm still trying to figure out why the Jets made that move. But they got Quentin Williams over there on the Giants. So the Giants front 7 is nice. You know, so this is going to be a battle of, in my opinion, who can cash in on the red zone, right? Who can get more touchdowns rather than field goals? This is a tough one to call, I'm not going to lie. You know, because honestly, I feel like I can see either team winning this. But I'm going to go with San Fran in this one. You know, they are the number 2 seed. They have been playing real good all season. And my reason for picking San Fran is because I feel like at some point in time it's going to come down to a crucial play that Russ going to need to make. And I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done with Russ against that 49er defense, you know, at that big moment. I know just as a player alone, Murph definitely got it in him, but can that player execute when he need him to execute? But I like San Fran in this one. I like it to be close, though. I'm going to take it. San Fran in this one, 24, Giants 20. 24-20, Niners over the G-Men. Then we got, back in the AFC, we got the number 3 seed Dolphins and Calm going against the number 6 seed Big Game James and the Chargers. Big Game James and them Chargers, they snuck in, got to the 6th seed about 2 weeks ago. They was on the outside looking in, and they pulled it together and got in. You know, not only did they get in, but they eclipsed the number 7 seed, which they were staring down at, and they are now the 6th seed, taking on the 3 seed Dolphins. This is a big spot for the Dolphins because Calm been he been balling with the Dolphins this season. You know, he's been having a real great season with them. But playoffs is when you make a name for yourself. So we're gonna see what the Dolphins are really made of, because they're in a spot right now against an opponent who's called Big Game James for a reason. Now, mind you, he didn't call himself Big Game James. I called him Big Game James because he put the work in to be called that. You know, so this is a good spot for the Dolphins to be in. This is the time for the Dolphins to make some noise for themselves. You know, they're at home, the Chargers on the road. So right now, this is a position that you want to be in. You at home, you're the 3 seed. You had a better regular season than them. So all the chips stack in their favor right now. But again, that doesn't guarantee anything. You got to get on the field and you got to execute. So we're going to see who can pull this out. We're going to see who can really, like, you know, that's the thing. The Chargers, you know, Big Game James. See, the playoffs, everybody who makes the playoffs knows that playoffs is a whole different field than regular season, right? Sometimes you come out in the regular season and you might play a whole quarter with, you know, majority of new plays being called. One thing about the playoffs, it ain't no time for no new plays. It ain't no time for experimenting. Whatever you know, you got to get into your bag, and that's all it is. You know, so the Chargers been here dozens of times. So the Dolphins, Calm made the playoffs in wit. You know, he made the playoffs with wit, but he hasn't been consistent making the playoffs. So he got a better team right now. So we're gonna see how this thing play out for them. Honestly, I'm gonna take the Dolphins in this one even though I know majority probably thinking the Chargers, but I'm going to take Carm in this one. I'm going to give him the credit that he earned playing with this Dolphins team this year. But man, listen, trust me, this definitely can go the opposite way. I'm well aware of that. But I like the Dolphins, man, believe it or not. I mean, the Chargers defense in season 1 match up with that Dolphins offense? You know, that's the thing. Now, after this season, yeah, maybe Big Game James will be able to add to a couple of things over there that he liked throughout the draft, free agency. But right now, pound for pound, this Dolphins offense is nothing to play with. But I'm going to give the slight edge to Miami in this one. I'm going to go Miami in this one over the Chargers. I'm going to say 31-28. 31-28. Dolphins over the Chargers. Back over in the NFC, we got the Saints. Number 3 seed Saints. Born ready. Going against number 6 seed Seahawks. Gee, the Saints, I don't know what happened with the NFC this season, because the Saints had a lot of losses, and they're the 3 seed. So I don't know what happened with the NFC this season. It hasn't been what you thought, you know. But hey, playoffs about to tell. Playoffs is about to reveal some things. We about to see what's what. This game is interesting as well because I'm still waiting for Born Ready to have his breakout moment. You know, he hasn't had a breakout moment yet. And this is season 1 in AGS, but I will say he has been playing good ball with these Saints. Despite that the whole division was doing bad, he still did enough with the Saints. But this is a tricky game. Right, division winner. Right, exactly. This is a tricky game though, because I like the Seahawks in this one, but will I be surprised if the Saints pull this out? No, I won't. But I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one. Seahawks on the road, but I still like the Seahawks a little bit more. I feel like the Seahawks, even though they're the 6th seed, I feel like they've been a little more consistent this season than the Saints. But that's just the Saints. That whole division just been bad, But give me the Seahawks in this one. I'm gonna take Seahawks over the Saints, 34-30. I got it close. Then over here in the AFC, we got myself, number 5 seed Jags against the number 4 seed Ravens. Look. Honestly speaking, I feel like the Jags is playing with house money. I got to give the Ravens their credit. They've been doing work this season. I mean, they took out an Eagles team that was undefeated. Once upon a time, gave them their first loss, and they got some other big wins as well on their resume. So Ravens hands down been playing great ball. Can't take nothing away from them. So Jags, look, man, when you look at these two teams, Ravens supposed to win this game. Honestly speaking, they got a crew over there, So again, we playing with house money. Listen, we just coming in this game to, we definitely trying to pull off an upset. But at the end of the day, the young cardiac cats, what can we do? We gonna find out. I like my chances in this one, definitely. But it ain't the end of the world if we don't get it done, because again, this is a Jags team that no one wanted. When I was taking list of teams for people, nobody had the Jags down. So credit to myself. We balled out with the Jags. Started out a little crazy, but then we caught some fire with them. I like this little young team. I ain't gonna lie, they got a lot of work to do. On all aspects, we got some work to do. We definitely got work to do. So, but hey, we here, and we gonna try to make some noise with the Jags over here. We going into B-More. B-More is the home team. B-More is a heavy favorite in this one. We're aware of that. DK been killing this year, having a crazy season. We're aware of that. So, listen, we just coming in and we gonna see if we can send these fans home upset. That's the goal. That's what we aiming for. But I'll say Ravens definitely the favorite in this one. I'll say Ravens favorite by, give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, Ravens favorite in this one. I say Ravens favorite in this one by, I'm gonna give them a touchdown. I'm gonna say Ravens favorite by 7 in this one over the Jags. Ain't no need to sugarcoat it, but we're gonna see. But Ravens, yeah, I got Ravens favorite over the Jags. Lions and Cowboys. Lions and Cowboys. Number 4 seed Lions is Dwayne. Dwayne is the 4 seed. Man, listen, what happened over there in the NFC? Cowboys is the 5th seed. Listen. When I think about who's in that division in the NFC North and things like that, listen. Now you guys know this is where the big boys play. You guys in the playoffs, and you get a chance to make a name for yourself. Josh, heavy favorite in this one. Listen, if you the Lions, you already know what you're up against. You already know what the Cowboys is coming to do. The Cowboys is coming to get this game over in the first quarter if possible. There's no better feeling than getting the game over early as possible in the playoffs, and then you get to take starters out, pull your quarterback and stuff like that. So, because the goal is no longer, the only goal in the playoffs is to win. That's the only goal, is to win. So if you get a chance to feel like, this game is over early in the game and you get to pull starters out and save them for the next round, man, listen, that's a win-win situation, So Cowboys is going to come out and try to get this thing quickly over as quickly as possible. If you Detroit, you want to withstand that Cowboys all-out assault that's coming quickly out the gate. Now, of course, I'm taking Dallas in this one, but I'm just saying, if you Detroit, you don't want to come and look up in first half. The score is, 45-3 in the first half. You don't want to see that, So play smart. Don't turn the ball over. And just embrace the moment. Just know that, listen, you come into this game knowing that Dallas team is this high potent offensive team. You already know that. So, you're just gonna have to rock out. But we'll see what type of Detroit team shows up. Will Detroit show up like young Cubs, or will they show up like some Lions? But between time, I am taking Dallas to win this, and I got Dallas by a score of, I'm going to say 44-20. 44-20 Cowboys over Lions. I mean, I would like to see the Lions come in and compete, but listen, I can't just pick something. I can't just pick something just cause. I gotta be honest, and I try to be honest in these predictions, Look, I took myself as an underdog against the Ravens, so I don't get on here and just start blah blah blah. I try to keep it as accurate as I can, and right now, like I said, on paper, this Jags team is definitely an underdog against that Ravens team. So I try to keep it accurate, so nobody won't feel like, I only say this about myself and speak down against others. Not at all. I try to keep it as accurate as possible. But I hear you, Dwayne. You said you showing up like some Lions. I don't know what time kickoff is for y'all, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out as much as I can to see. You at the big boy stage now. This is where the lights shine the brightest in the playoffs. There is no tomorrow. There is no next week. There is no none of that. This is it. And like I say, everybody who makes the playoffs know playoff games just feel different. Playoff games just feel different than a regular season game. I mean, even for the guys that always make playoffs, it's just once kickoff happens, it's lock in time immediately. It's time to get in your bag and do what you do as fast as you can, and it's just a whole different feeling. This is why we always say there's upsets every time in the playoffs, because everybody knows what's at stake. So it's about who cannot turn the ball over. Big plays, big moments. There's always a big moment in the game. There's always a time where a certain play changed the whole game around. So there's always going to be them type of moments in the game where this play changed the whole game around. Whether you had a chance to go up by 14 and you threw a pick, and instead of going up 14, he came down and scored and tied the game up, and the whole momentum just shifted. I mean, there's always going to be something that turned the game around. So that's what playoffs is about. Some guys will be going home. I mean, some guys will be checking in Heartbreak Hotel, and some guys will be moving on to the next round. I mean, that's just what it is, So, and then the number one seeds, we got the Chiefs. DK, he balled out with this Chiefs team all season. He's been on one, tearing up the league. And then we got number one seed in the NFC back with the Eagles. But I'm not gonna lie, that Eagles team, that's a number one. That one seed is a shaky one seed over there, because I seen the Cowboys do work against them. I seen the Ravens do work against them. I mean, I don't know. It's just the NFC. To me, the NFC it's been a bad season one for the NFC. And that's no shot to the Eagles. We respect Bap's handle, but I'm just saying, that number one seed over there is just not. It just don't have that firm. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think the NFC East is definitely the hardest division, and that's what the fact that three of y'all is in one division is what opened up the rest of the NFC the way it's opened up, But hey, listen, it's spilled milk now. You just got to play. I mean, we're gonna find out. I think the Cowboys been one of the most consistent teams over there in the NFC, in my opinion. But that's regular season. Regular season has nothing to do with playoffs. Listen, when playoffs get here, no one cares how much wins they got in the regular season. No one cares about what they did. No one cares. No, all that is out the window. It's all about what's happening now. Regular season is regular season, and it's all about right now. No one cares about nothing else. So, but it's tip-off time. I don't know if any game's scheduled. I don't know what time any game's kicking off. I haven't seen no games played yet or anything. I know me and Ravens kicking off shortly. But I don't know. I ain't seen nobody else say nothing about nothing. No setup times or nothing. But I'm guessing it will be. Majority of the games will be played today, if not all of them. But this is just wild card weekend. This is just the beginning of the wildness that's about to take place. After wild card weekend, you got divisional round and et cetera, et cetera. So, but let's see. But that's the wild card weekend. That's the predictions. I'll see you on the divisional round. Good luck to everybody that made it to this point. And for all those that didn't make it to this point, time to just, figure out who you keeping for next season, what you need, what kind of moves can you make before the draft, put on your GM hat, work the phones, make something happen. But I'll see y'all on the next 5th. That will be divisional round. I'm out.